वन गुड मॉर्निंग। हेलो, जल्दी से आ जाइए सब लोग। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। गुड मॉर्निंग। एम आई क्लियरली ऑडिबल? हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। Welcome to the current and legal brief. So we will discuss today's newspaper analysis. Today is 17 July. So should we start? So we are going to start today's newspaper analysis. Today's first our topic will be about Sonam Wangchuk hunger strike, and what is the court order regarding the certain suggestions to the state or to the what we can say to police or to the authorities about the health of Sonam Wangchuk. Today is 19th day of his hunger strike. So should we start? Hi guys, आ जाइए जल्दी सब लोग. So we are going to start our today daily newspaper analysis. So our first topic is today Wang Chung Frail Delhi High Court order monitoring. What is the breakdown of this article? We are going to break down in our slide. So ये article why is protesting why is on hunger strike, try to understand. Sonam Wangchuk is all obviously he's a engineer, education reformer and environmental activities from Ladakh. Try to understand. He's a engineer, educational reformer and environmental activist from Ladakh. We will try to understand first certain background of Sonam Wangchuk. Then we will understand why he's protesting. He's because of certain people thinking he's and they are allegation on a certain character of Sonam Wangchuk. Try to understand background of Sonam Wangchuk. He's first of all obviously not important. He's born in 1966, Ladakh. Not important for CLAT or AILET in examinations. He's in profession. He's an engineer from NIT Srinagar. इंजीनियर है, एजुकेशनल रिफॉर्मर है, एजुकेशनल रिफॉर्मर, इनोवेटर एंड इन्वायरमेंटल एक्टिविस्ट भी है. इन्वायरमेंटल एक्टिविस्ट by profession. He's engineer, educational reformer, innovator and environmental activist. Now his education from NIT Srinagar, as I already said. Now he's a founder of an educational organization which is named SISMOL, popularly known as SISMOL. Full form of SISMOL is Student Educational and Cultural Movement of Ladakh, established in 1988. Try to understand the full form. Sometime the examination asks SESMOL, Student Educational and cultural movement of Ladakh. Student educational and cultural movement of Ladakh, established in 1988. And he also innovated ice stupa technique, a technique that used there. You can see here, ice पानी आता है यहाँ, मतलब कि यहाँ आके यहाँ ठंडा होके. Now through the sprinkling way, when the temperature drops at night, the water is released through a sprinkler at the top of vertical pipe, where all collect and freeze on a net covered dome. So he innovate ice stupa technique, where you can see popularly in the figure. Now certain awards he received, like Ramsesen Magsaysay Award, Raymond Magsaysay Award, Raymond Magsaysay Award, award 2018 में, innovator of ice stupa technique and founder of HIAL, full form popularly known as Himalayan Institute. Pay attention here. Institute of Alternative in Ladakh. First of all, try to understand why this he is protesting, or we can say is on hunger strike. Basically, it was a 19 day of his hunger strike, or obviously we know that doctor reported that he lost 9 kilogram, and he lost 9 kilogram of his body weight. So doctor warned him. Just give me a second. Sonam Wangchuk lost 9 kg of his body weight. Doctor maintained vigil and his health worsened on 19th day of his hunger strike. Meanwhile, Delhi High Court intervention is this. Delhi High Court ordered डेली मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन होना चाहिए, उनका मेडिकल चेकअप डेली होना चाहिए, कंटिन्यू मॉनिटर होना चाहिए ऑन हिज हेल्थ, डायरेक्टेड टू द सेंट्रल एंड दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट टू कंटिन्यूअस मॉनिटर हिज हेल्थ. गवर्नमेंट डायरेक्ट दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट का ऑर्डर किया दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने कि आप जाइए और इनका हेल्थ चेकअप डेली चेक करिए. So stated that every life is precious and medical intervention should be provided if doctor could consider it necessary. मतलब कि अगर उनका हंगर स्ट्राइक मतलब कि जान पे आ जाए तो उनको मतलब कि इंटरवेंशन होना चाहिए, और क्योंकि उनका हंगर स्ट्राइक तोड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि प्रोवाइड इफ डॉक्टर कुड नेसेसरी, मतलब कि जब every life is precious. Delhi High Court quoted that every life is precious. Every life is precious. Precious. And if doctor considered it necessary to break his hunger strike, then he should also accept it, because it is the 19th day of his hunger strike. So what is his what is his motives? The motives behind is that to resignation of our educational minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So therefore he is on a hunger strike because of re-NEET. We have seen that NEET paper leak, and various examinations around the India, like Maharashtra TET examinations, also paper leaked. So this is the concern that our country is facing. So he's on a his hunger strike, and wanted the resignation of our obviously educational minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So this was overall breakdown of the article, and the court also said, if the court also mentioned, if doctor find it necessary, so then he should like he should break down his hunger strike, because blood his blood sugar is today is 18 mg milligram by sorry his blood sugar is 18, and his pulses is 72. You can see here. So this is the concern of this article. Certain we can say that he's on a hunger strike, and it is not his first hunger strike. Previous also we have seen a hunger strike when he was charged with a UAPF. We have seen that when he was demanding the statehood of Ladakh, and I wanted to add the Ladakh on 6th schedule. So this was the overall breakdown of this article. So we will move to the our next article is Kudankulam data breach not connected to nuclear activity at plant, says government. So this was our next article. Try to understand why this article is news, and what are the background what is the background information related to this article. Then we will conclude it. So try to understand why this is in news. Why in news? Second article is why this is in news. Reports claim that over 19,000 confidential engineering files related to Kudankulam nuclear power plant, popularly known as KKNPP, were leaked online. What is the allegation? Reports claim that try to understand, because this is important. Claimed over 19,000 confidential engineering files related किससे कुडनकुलम nuclear power plant popularly known as KNPP, were leaked online. We can understand the threats. 19,000 confidential engineering files related to nuclear power plant can be leaked, then it is a certain national security threat level. We need to what we can say, we need to understand it carefully, because these are the national level threat to our country. So the leaked file reportedly dated from 2016 to 2016 से 2025 के बीच में जितने भी engineering files related to the dam is leaked. The Union Ministry of Atomic Energy clarified that the breach did not affect nuclear operation or radio security. Is the our government is like वो लोग बता रहे, government giving a statement. No need to panic, because the our nuclear related information is not leaked. The government stated that the leaked data belonged to private contractor Reliance Infrastructure Limited, not NPCIL operational nuclear system. Now the central issue is like, can a data breach involving a nuclear power project compromise Indian national security even if reactor system remain unaffected. Try to understand about Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Certain facts you have to remember because it is on news. Then they can be asked in examinations. Kudankulam nuclear power plant, popularly known as double K and double P. Certain facts we have to remember. Location is in Tamil Nadu. Tiru, sorry. Tirunelveli district, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu. India's largest nuclear power station. Try to understand. It is India's largest nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plant. NP. Sorry. Nuclear power plant. Nuclear power plant stations. It is developed through India and Russia relation. Developed through with the help of India and Russian relations or cooperation. Sorry. Operated by NPCIL, Nuclear Power Corporation of Indian Limited. Like we can say manage करता कौन manage करता K double K and double P को managed by NPCL. NPCL popularly known as NPCIL, popularly known as Nuclear Power Corporation of Indian Limited. It has like we can say VVR 100 pressure water reactor है. Total unit 1 and 2 operational में है और 3 और 6 unit 3 and 6 under construction है. Total plant capacity 6 reactor होने हैं जो कि अभी कुछ ऑपरेशनल में है कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन में. 6 reactor into 1000 megawatt is 6000 megawatt and it is a nuclear nuclear power station. And based on long-term civil nuclear cooperation, Russian supplies VVR reactor technology, and Kudankulam is the flagship of Indian Russian nuclear project. Try to understand the one important questions is that like this question also arises from your this is the fact. Write down your notebook because it can be asked in examination like which power stations or which type of power station, whether it is nuclear or we can say coal or is what we can say उसमें power breach हुआ, data leak हो गया और try to remember try to write their name and which state it's popularly it is located. We can say they can ask which country is a participant or cooperation through it develop, who manage the nuclear power plant, what are the total capacity can be asked in CLAT. These are the facts. Now we have to understand the core issue or we can say central main issue of our this what are the main question arise from this concern this significant what are the importance of we can say a nuclear power project security. Can a data, the question is, can a data breach involving a nuclear power project compromise Indian national security, like a cyber risk, leak of sensitive engineering document, possibility of future cyber exploitation. Like it is a national security. Nuclear installations are a strategic asset. It's not buying or selling a we can say food or anything. It is an nuclear installation are a strategic asset. Even a non-operational document may aid a hostile actor. So this is the concern. Like any nuclear or any dam, we can say, is a critical infrastructure for any country. If any third party or any rival nation can but we can say uh, hack or breach the hack any national critical infrastructure, then it is a grave situation for any country. So this was the overall breakdown. What was leaked? According to the report, engineering blueprint, cooling system design, ventilation layout, vendor list, procurement details, inspection report, and we can say that is Union Minister Jitendra Singh stated that breach not conducted to nuclear activity. Breach not conducted to active nuclear activity. Here we can see the breach has nothing to do with the nuclear power security. There is no need for any immediate review because what happened is not a link to nuclear activity. Jitendra Singh, Union Ministry of State and Atomic Energy. Right now, we aren't contemplate an FIR because Reliance data can be breached because in fact Reliance could take action if they wish. From our perspective, no data regarding safety has been shared with the Reliance infrastructure. Such kind of information is a balance of plant if shared with many companies. So this was overall breakdown. We can see uh, unit 3 and 4 in which was like in operation 6000 megawatt it can generate energy. Here we can see 19,000 highly sensitive file from 2016 and mid 2001 leaked to KNPB engineering blueprint. This was the overall breakdown of this article. So we will move to our next article is PM Modi flag to PM Modi's to flag of Indian first hydrogen power train from Haryana to Haryana's Jind. This is the breakdown of this. We will try to understand this article. What is a hydrogen power? We will learn from this. What is a hydrogen power train and what is the ordinary power train and differentiations. We will try to understand this article. So, Indian first hydrogen power train. It is obviously India's first hydrogen power train. What is the obviously first power train? It is a green hydrogen, clean mobility, and net zero emission and sustainable railways. Obviously, why news? Obviously, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to flag of Indian first hydrogen power passenger train from Jind, Haryana. इट इज़ द फर्स्ट पहला इंडिया का फर्स्ट हाइड्रोजन फ्यूल सेल ट्रेन है जिसे डिजाइन एंड इंटीग्रेटेड डोमेस्टिकली ही बनाया गया है, कहीं बाहर से इम्पोर्ट नहीं किया गया. ट्रेन मार्क ए मेजर milestone अंडर इंडियन ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन. Obviously we know India wanted to move in green hydrogen missions and India railways decarbonize strategy. Background, we will see the background. You already understand why this is news. Basically, PM Modi is the flag of the Indian first hydrogen power train. Try to understand. Obviously, what is hydrogen train, and why does India need hydrogen train? First, we will understand why we need hydrogen train. Why we need hydrogen train? Because this is important questions. India Railway currently uses two मोटे इंडियन में it basically दो तरह के ट्रेन we are using. First is diesel, diesel, sorry, diesel locomotive, locomotives, and one is electric locomotive. We are using these two popular. Earlier we used diesel locomotive. You guys also travel through this, and now we are currently using electric locomotives. Obviously, we know diesel is when it fuel diesel is burned, it generates CO2 emissions, air pollutions, fuel imports, high and high operation cost we need. Obviously, this is not environmental friendly for our nations, and obviously we know that it raises our import dependency. So we move to in another we can say a strategy, or we can say a strategic plan to our nation to move toward green fuel. Like we are moving through uh, green energy, or how what we can say green energy, we are moving through this initiative. So try to understand what is hydrogen train. हाइड्रोजन ट्रेन क्या होता है? Try to understand this. Hydrogen train. Obviously, hydrogen train also is electric train. Electric train. ये भी electric train है, but it does not burn hydrogen like petrol or diesel. Try to understand, this is important point, because many people thought like one diesel locomotive is that diesel burning, electric vehicle, your electric locomotive using obviously electricity. Now maybe it use hydrogen as a fuel and it will burn. No, it does not burn hydrogen like petrol or diesel. Instead, hydrogen is converted into electricity through a fuel cell. Hydrogen converted into electricity into फ्यूल सेल. हाइड्रोजन को फ्यूल सेल में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, और जो फ्यूल सेल के अंदर जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, वी विल यूज दैट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड वी विल रन दैट थ्रू दैट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वी विल रन आवर ट्रेन. Hydrogen is converted into electricity through a fuel cell. The electricity run the electric motor. Then hydrogen converted to fuel cell, and on that fuel cell in electric energy which is stored in that fuel cell, we will use that fuel cell and we will run our train. You got it? How does hydrogen train work? Now we understand how hydrogen will be used in our train. Hydrogen will be used as a to turn store electrical energy in a form of fuel cell. Now how does it will be work? Hydrogen gas is stored in high pressure tank on the train. Hydrogen gas will be stored in high pressure tank on a train. Atmospheric oxygen enter the fuel cell. Obvious. Inside the fuel cell, hydrogen oxygen react electrochemically. There is no NO burning combustion. Hydrogen plus oxygen will be burned, and a chemical reaction produce electricity, heat and water vapor. We will see heat plus electricity plus water vapor. We will see H2O. Inside the fuel cell, what is the inside the, imagine the fuel cell is a small electric at anode. hydrogen will be obviously H plus will be convert H plus and electron E minus. This is our we will break down the hydrogen in this form. The electron travel through external circuit, create electric circuit. This is a part of chemistry and it does not need any we only understand to what is hydrogen train and how it works. Basic myth is clear. A hydrogen power train also use electricity and it will generate it through hydrogen, and we will use that electricity to run our we can say a train. So why it is called a green train? Because no carbon dioxide is produced. No carbon dioxide are produced. No smoke. Earlier we used to see that when a train passes through any station, it generates a large amount of smoke. Then here we will see no smoke, very little noise compared to both the train, low electrical, and we can say very little noise. Only water vapor are as exhaust. Only water vapor will be byproduct. Water vapor only exhaust. Try to understand. Hydrogen has a three form. Hydrogen is have three form: gray hydrogen, blue hydrogen, and one is green hydrogen. We will try to understand which hydrogen we are using. So what is gray hydrogen? Made from natural gas, high CO2 emission. This gray hydrogen is made from natural gas and it emit high CO2. High CO2 emit, made from natural gas. Blue hydrogen is natural gas plus carbon capture. It only made from natural gas, and it we used certain there is a natural gas plus carbon capture, carbon through a small amount of proportion of carbon. Natural gas plus carbon, low emission, then gray. And one is green hydrogen, produced by splitting water using renewable electricity. Almost zero carbon emission. This is the type Indian aim to promote. Green hydrogen is used hydrogen to split through water. Now important fact we will say emission, or we can say pollutions. Gray hydrogen, then blue hydrogen, then green hydrogen, almost zero. This is the pollutions level. Gray hydrogen obviously ज़्यादा emit करेगा carbon dioxide को, then blue hydrogen उससे थोड़ा कम करेगा, and at the end we will see green hydrogen will not amount less to zero. ये एकदम zero, एकदम ना के बराबर करेगा. Therefore we are using this as an initiative to balance our environment with the innovations. So National Green Hydrogen Mission, which was launched, try to understand now, important. National Green Hydrogen मिशन कब पॉपुलरली लॉन्च हुआ था? 2023 में. कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री इसको हैंडल करती है? मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी इसको हैंडल करती है, पॉपुलरली नोन एज MNRE, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी। ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है इस मिशन का, नेशनल ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन मिशन का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, मेक इंडिया ग्लोबल हब फॉर ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन। ऑब्वियसली आई ऑलरेडी सेड, इंडिया को, इंडिया का जो ग्रीन एनर्जी हब है, ग्रीन एनर्जी ग्रीन ग्रीन एनर्जी हब को इंडिया को बनाया जाए फिर से। ऑब्वियसली ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन को रिड्यूस फॉसल फ्यूल इंपोर्ट का, हम अपने फॉसल फ्यूल जो ऑयल इंपोर्ट करते हैं, फॉसल फ्यूल इंपोर्ट को रिड्यूस करना है, हमारा इंपोर्ट को रिड्यूस करेंगे हम लोग। कट ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशंस, हम थ्रू ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशन को कम करेंगे, एंड वी विल रिड्यूस आवर पॉल्यूशंस and support clean energy and industry. Why hydrogen train? Advantage already I have used: zero emissions, cleaner than diesel, lower noise, suitable for non-electrified routes, reduce oil import, and support climate goals. And certain challenges you should know, because green hydrogen is currently expensive, and hydrogen storage require high pressure tanks and high quality. Refueling infrastructure is currently limited. Hydrogen produce needs abundant renewable energy. Obviously, hydrogen production needs abundant renewable energy. Fuel cell technology has a high initial cost. Obviously, some country already developed this project, like Germany, France, Italy, Japan, China, and South Korea, already using green hydrogen as a for their train. Like one important fact you should remember, like there is a company, German is Corridil, Corodia Elint, वर्ल्ड की फर्स्ट हाइड्रोजन पैसेंजर है। तो हाइड्रोजन, वर्ल्ड की फर्स्ट हाइड्रोजन कौन सी कंट्री में ने बनाया, जर्मनी हाइड्रोजन पैसेंजर ट्रेन थी। कमर्शियली सर्विस में जब आ गई थी। Now we will understand certain initiative related through environmental protection or environmental related certain Indian initiative, certain environmental related Indian, we can say initiative, Indian initiative. We will try to recall national green hydrogen mission. Already we know, we have discussed hydrogen mission, national rail plan, net zero emission, नेट जीरो बाय 2070 टारगेट है हमारा कंट्री का, कि जब हम अपने सारे मिशन को जीरो तक ले आएंगे, कब, 2070 में। 4 पंचामृत कमिटमेंट, इंडिया जो कमिटमेंट किया था, पंचामृत कमिटमेंट, इसी कमिटमेंट में हमने बोला था कि हम अपने इमोशन को जीरो ले आएंगे 2070 में। ये COP26 में था, पंच अमृत एंड आत्मनिर्भर भारत। दिस इज द सर्टेन इन्वायरमेंट रिलेटेड इनिशिएटिव फॉर आवर कंट्री। सो हम लोग अब सो यही था इस आर्टिकल में। ग्रीन एनर्जी को कैसे हम लोग यूज़ करेंगे टू आवर फॉर आवर ट्रेन, इसलिए प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जस्ट ये 25,000 का बायले फाउंडेशन प्रोजेक्ट, 25,000 का प्रोजेक्ट। तो दिस इज ओवरऑल द ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ इंडिया फर्स्ट हाइड्रोजन पावर ट्रेन दैट नमोस ग्रीन रेल इज फॉर ऑपरेशन ऑन जिंद सोनीपत रूट इन हरियाणा। Also remember that which state or which where it first used. So it was in popularly Haryana. So this is the overall our article. So we will now move to our important article is third language should start in class 6 and stop in class 9. This is an important article, and in this article we will see the like diversity in our country through language. We will see the diversity in our country in the form of language. Why in news? Try to understand. During the hearing of implementation of implementation of Navodaya Vidyalaya in Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court observed that a third language could be start. Just give me a second. During the hearing implementation of Navodaya Vidyalaya in Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court observed that the third language should start from class 6 and stop in class 9th, not begin in class 9th. Justice B.V. Nagarathan, and she will be our first female chief CGI in 2027. Question: why students should be burned with learning third language in class 9, a crucial year before board examination? The observation came amid a long-running dispute between Center 3 language formula and Tamil Nadu 2 language policy. We will discuss this article. This article mainly about center versus state. Center versus state. तो ये इशू कब आया जब इनिशिएटिव जैसे कि जस्टिस बीबी नागरत्न जो क्वेश्चन की कि हम लोग थर्ड लैंग्वेज को क्लास 6 से ही इनिशिएट करेंगे, क्लास 6 से। सेंटर ने बोला था क्लास 9 से आप स्टार्ट कीजिए, बट जस्टिस बीबी सॉरी जस्टिस बीबी बीबी नागरत्न जी जस्टिस बीबी नागरत्न बोले कि नहीं, आप क्लास 6 से स्टार्ट करो। क्लास 9 जो है एक साल पहले जो बोर्ड ईयर का जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्रूशियल ईयर होता है उसका एक साल पहले का होता है। हम वाई शुड वी गिव ऑन क्लास 9 एन इम्पोर्टेंट बर्डन टू द स्टूडेंट? Why not on class 6? So just she said that we will start from class 6 as a language, third language. We will learn third language from class 6. Question: why students should be burdened with learning third language in class 9? Basically, this is the long dispute between Center 3 language and Tamil Nadu 2 language policy. Obviously, I said center versus state. Center ने बोला 3 language policy लीजिए, but state ने बोला ना, we will Tamil Nadu ने बोला obviously raise the question that we will remain to 2 language policy. Can a center implement the 3 language formula in Tamil Nadu despite the state long standing 2 language policy? Main issue is that center versus state. Obviously, education is for try to understand education is in concurrent list. concurrent list का मतलब होता है कि वन इज सेंट्रल लिस्ट, वन इज स्टेट लिस्ट एंड वन इज कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट। तो कॉन्करेंट सेंट्रल लिस्ट में तो ऑब्वियसली सेंटर के पास पावर है, वो जो भी डिसीजन बनेगा स्टेट को मानना पड़ेगा। और एक स्टेट लिस्ट जो होता है उसमें इन वी हैव 3 लिस्ट, सेंट्रल, स्टेट और एक कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट। सेंट्रल लिस्ट में ये होता है कि जो भी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ये इनिशिएटिव जो भी फैसला लेंगे वो स्टेट को मानना ही पड़ेगा। दूसरा होता है स्टेट लिस्ट। जो स्टेट लिस्ट वो अपने स्टेट के हिसाब से वेरिएशन होता है, हर स्टेट में हर तरीके की इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च होती है, तो स्टेट लिस्ट वो अपने हिसाब से बनाएंगे, जो कि अदर स्टेट में इम्प्लीमेंट ऑब्वियसली नहीं होगी। और थर्ड होता है हमारा कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट। जो कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट है उसमें सेंट्रल स्टेट दोनों बना सकते हैं। जैसे एजुकेशन है कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट में। अब यहाँ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी बना सकते हैं और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी बना सकते हैं, तो इसलिए ये डिस्प्यूट है सेंट्रल वर्सेस स्टेट। बोथ पार्लियामेंट एंड स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर कैन मेक ए लॉ ऑन एजुकेशन बिकॉज दिस इज ए कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट। कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कहाँ राइज होता है? सेंट्रल स्कीम डिफर फ्रॉम स्टेट पॉलिसी। सेंट्रल बोल रहा है कि आप थ्री लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी लीजिए, बट स्टेट बोला नहीं, हम 2 लैंग्वेज पॉलिसी ही हम डालेंगे हम अपने बच्चों पे। तमिलनाडु फॉलो टू लैंग्वेज लाइक वन इज इंग्लिश एंड वन इज तमिल, बट सेंट्रल बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं, आप हिंदी भी इसमें ऐड करिए एज ए थर्ड लैंग्वेज। तो इसलिए कॉन्फ्लिक्ट राइज कर रहा है। हम बोल रहे हैं, तमिलनाडु बोल रहे हैं ना, व्हाई शुड आई यूज हिंदी एज अ थर्ड लैंग्वेज, वी विल यूज तमिल एंड इंग्लिश एज आवर 2 लैंग्वेज। Because Tamil Nadu obviously it oppose the compulsory teaching of Hindi or any mandatory third language. Student welfare. Obviously the Supreme Court noted that class 9 is academically demanding and it is a crucial year before the board. Introducing a new language at that stage, it can be we can say increase stress among the student, because obviously this is the class 10th is obviously a burden year for any student, no matter he is how smart or not. It is a burden for every student. And before class 10th, on class 9th, a crucial year before the class 10th, if you are adding any third language policy, then it will be a burden, additional burden to the student, and it will create unanimously stress among the students. So her decision is valid. So why not we start on class 6th? Why not we start our initiative from class 6? So Navodaya school, obviously the center promotes Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya JNV with 3 language formula. 3 language formula. Try to understand 3 language formula. 3 language formula. जो 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला, ये आज का नहीं, बहुत पुराना कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है। 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला। 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला में क्या इंट्रोड्यूस बाय कोठारी कमीशन। कोठारी कमीशन 1964 से 66 एंड adopted in national policy on education, जो कि लॉन्च हुआ था 1968 में। उस टाइम में कोठारी कमीशन ने रिकमेंड किया था कि 3 लैंग्वेज फार्मूला हम अपने कंट्री में स्टार्ट करेंगे। स्टूडेंट इसमें क्या होगा जनरल पैटर्न? रीजनल जो स्टेट का लैंग्वेज है, जैसे तमिल में स्टेट में तमिल वी विल यूज, महाराष्ट्र में महाराष्ट्र, और रीजनल स्टेट लैंग्वेज वन इज इंग्लिश and another we will use Hindi in non-Hindi state, or another Indian language in Hindi speaking state. Well, suppose in Bihar we will use any language like Tamil or Marathi, and in Marathi and Tamil state we will use Hindi as a third language with third language, and English or regional state language will be common to all the state. ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या? प्रमोट नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन। इससे क्या होगा? प्रमोट क्या होगा? ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ कोठारी कमीशन प्रमोट क्या करेगा? नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन होगा। नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन मतलब कि ये हमारे स्टेट को स्टूडेंट के जो कम्युनिकेशंस को नेशनल इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, मोड लाइक फ्रेंडली बनाएंगे, राइवलरी कम करेंगे, इकोनॉमिक इंकरेज मल्टी लिंग्विज्म। And Tamil Nadu 2 language policy is like since 1968, Tamil Nadu has followed Tamil and English as a 2 language policy. Tamil Nadu obviously opposed compulsory Hindi, being inconsistent with linguistic identity and federal autonomy. So this is the overall breakdown. It is obviously central versus state issue, and we will try to, and obviously central wanted that to सेंट्रल बोलता है कि नहीं आप 3 लैंग्वेज यूज़ करिए अपने स्टेट में, बट तमिलनाडु बोलते हैं कि नहीं हम वी विल यूज़ एज अ 2 लैंग्वेज. So this is the overall breakdown of this issue, and we will understand what is Navodaya Vidyalaya, what are Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, what are JNVs, what are JNVs, JNVs. Try to understand what are JNVs. JNVs full form Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, established in 1986 under National Policy on Education. Managed by Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, NVS managed ministry, which is Ministry of Education. What is the initiative JNV do? They provide free quality residential education to talented rural students. And when you want to when you get admission, you have to give an entrance examination that popularly known as Navodaya examination, and through that examination you are entering this college or this school. Obviously, when the National Education Policy 2023 introduced 3 language formula, state have flexibility in choosing the language. No language, including Hindi, is mandated nationally. In this NEP 2020, गवर्नमेंट सेड सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट सेड कि आप 3 लैंग्वेज यूज़ करो. आपके पास है, एक तो आप रीजनल लोगे, वो तो लोगे, एक इंग्लिश तो है ही, ये जो थर्ड लैंग्वेज है ज़रूरी नहीं कि आप हिंदी यूज़ करो. इट्स नॉट मैंडेटरी टू यूज़ हिंदी. यहाँ मैंडेटरी नहीं दिया कि हिंदी आप यूज़ करो. पहले मैंडेटरी था कि हिंदी आप यूज़ कर लो. यहाँ एक तो रीजनल लैंग्वेज होगा, एक इंग्लिश तो ऑब्वियस ही है. हिंदी आपके यहाँ मैंडेटरी, नॉट मैंडेटरी. आप अपने हिसाब से कोई भी लैंग्वेज यूज़ कर सकते हो, ये स्टेट के पास ऑटोनॉमी दिया. So this is the overall breakdown. Try to understand the important commission like Kothari Commission. We have used 3 language formula. So this is the breakdown of this article. Now we will move to our final article list. Last editorial. We will understand our last editorial breakdown. Beyond political reshuffle, renew education in India. Just give me a minute. We'll be back in a minute.